Hello, my name is Owen, and welcome to another weekly update. It's the top of the month again, so it's what I am reading in November. Also, happy Halloween. Hope you're having a fun day of magic and mischief on a Tuesday. Aren't those the best holidays that fall in the middle of the week? Right? Anyway, so first of all, for the weekly update stuff, getting that out of the way, I've been chunking away at a lot of these big books I'm reading, and a lot of them are going to show up in this list, because spoiler alert, I'm not finishing them anytime soon, but I got some new books on this list. I'm just going to say that I'm going to be reading them this month, even though I don't plan on getting to all of them, but I want to just keep everybody in the loop of what my ambitions are, because I have a very ambitious month planned, with things I'm going to read, with the videos that I want to make. Just saying, right? I'm not going crazy mode. I'm just saying that I have dreams, okay? And can a man dream? Can I? You gonna stop me? Just saying, who's in the armor here? Even though mine's made of rubber, who's in it? It's me, not you. Anyway, so for those of you that don't know, what I'm reading going into the month and I will be reading for the majority of the month: House of Chains by Steven Erikson, book 4 in Malazan Book of the Fallen. Mad Ship by Robin Hobb, book 2 of the Live Ship Traders series. And then I'm reading War of the Roses by Dan Jones. That's a nonfiction about the War of the Roses, surprisingly. So I started reading those last week. I'm a decent chunk into all of them, but they're all monster books. Though it's going to take me a long time. Like, I'm 260 pages into this book, and look how far I am. It just keeps going, guys, forever. And then Live Ship, I think I'm about like 120 pages in, but that's also like a 600, 700, 800 page book. I don't even know. And then War of the Roses is nonfiction, so that's just a slower read in general. But because I'm not crazy enough, I did start another book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. It's a financial advice book. Just some light reading on the side. I find it as a distraction. But I got that on my Kindle, so I've just been like clicking through that when I don't feel like reading actual stories, I guess, which is interesting. Then other than that, perfect timing, because I'm not reading enough. My hold finally appeared for book 2 of ACOTAR. It's the Court of something and something else, of Court of Mist and Fury, I believe is the title. It's book 2. So for those of you that liked when I did that, I'll be doing it again, because I can't push it back, or else I'll be out of it for another 8 weeks. So I think I have to start that, guys. I think I have to start it this month and finish it within 21 days, methinks. So add that as a 5th book to the list, and another fantasy to the list. But I got to start that, because I got people IRL that are asking me about it. So you know what? When books bleed into the real world, you kind of got to prioritize what the people you're going to see in real life every day want me to do. And they want me to read that book. Okay? If you haven't checked out that first book review, check it out. Right? I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was all right. My hair was taking up this whole time. No one told me. What the heck? But I thought it was fun. And I'm excited to delve into the series. A lot of people said in that video comments that my opinions will change about a lot of the characters, or one character in specific, as I read book 2. And the person in real life, the people in real life that told me this book said the same exact thing. Maybe I'm about to be made a fool, but perhaps not. But A Court of Mist and Fury, I think that's the second one. I'll be starting that as well this month. And also, just as a fun thing, I also have a little mini book haul. I went to a bookstore this weekend, the same bookstore I actually got, you can see it right there, a Hitchhiker's Guide, because I didn't have enough books. You know, it's always when I'm reading the most, it seems, when I buy more books, which is so backwards. But it's 2 books by 2 of my favorite authors. For those that don't know, the first one is one of my all-time favorites, Daphne du Maurier, The House on the Strand, which apparently is about time travel, which is weird because all the other books I've read of her are like very gothic, thriller, borderline horror adventures, very suspenseful. So I'm excited to see what she does with like a little bit of a sci-fi take. I don't know if she can keep that gothic vibe and move into this, but I'm very, very excited for it. Returns you to the 14th century in this haunting tale. Oh, it's gonna be good. Maybe I should have read this before Halloween, but alas, we're here. And because of alphabeticalness, right beside Daphne on the shelf was a little bit of Dumas, The Three Musketeers. For those of you that don't know, Count of Monte Cristo was my favorite book of last year. And this one is arguably a lot more famous, and I haven't read it. So I'm excited to dive into this as well. If I could start these this month, I absolutely would. And maybe I'll just go crazy and do it. Because what timelines are fake? The only timeline that's real is Kindle's 21 or Libby's 21-day limit on my Kindle. That's the only thing that's real. So, which fair enough. Someone's got to give me some kind of limit, or I'll just be reading 10,000 books and never finish any of them. But that's the plan for November, guys. But in terms of reading, in terms of videos, what my idea was, I think for November, I'm going to start doing, maybe not regularly, guys, let's not put any restrictions on me, but I have ideas for ranking type videos to come out this week leading up to December, where I'm going to do looking forward, looking at 2024 type videos. And I said this in a previous video, but for me, rankings, I don't like rankings that are these are the definitive top 10 books of all time. I like rankings as a sense of getting to know me and getting to know my taste, and letting me talk about books that I read a long time ago or a decent bit ago, and let me bring them back up, introduce them to people, and introduce people to my taste, because I feel like since the last time I did rankings, first of all, my rankings then were trash. In just a year's time, because I did it around this time last year, which is why it came up in my head. Around this year last time, my lists are garbage. I'm an imbecile. I'm scum of the earth. You know the deal, guys. I feel like my tastes have not evolved, but maybe been more refined since then, which I like to update, just as a life progression thing, and think about what would I do if I list out favorite authors, favorite books, favorite fantasy books, and stuff like that. And also because so many of you guys are new, it might be cool to introduce you just what my baseline tastes are in general, because a lot of people might not know that Daphne du Maurier is one of my favorite authors, besides some of you OGs, because I've done 3 reviews of her books on the channel. I think the last one was in the summer, but still, I wanted a chance to talk about some of my favorite authors, and then we can use that format as an excuse to do so. So I got plans for that, and those might be fun videos. Let me talk about a lot of things at the same time. What do you mean a majority of things? Idiot. You can't talk about a majority of topics. You fool. Anyway, it's Tuesday. It's Halloween. Maybe the ghouls have invaded my brain and turned it into monster soup, perhaps. Have you ever considered that? It's more likely than you think. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Halloween, if you celebrate. Because I feel like the majority of people, even in America, if it's on a Tuesday, if you're over the age of 14, maybe you're not dressed up, and maybe you should be. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the video and like to see more like it in the future. And as always, thanks for sticking around.